And we are live. Hello, hello. My name is 18 Nicho, and today you are joining us for 12 frames at FPS, or Toonkind at 12 frames FPS, for Sorry You Got Stabbed. I will be playing Kita Tesla, and my lovely co-host.
Hi, I'm Candlestick, and today I'm going to be playing my twins, Ellie and Layla Thomas.
So, let's set the scene, shall we? Last we saw this trio. It was in what game was it? Dark Nights, Dark Days?
Day and night, or night and day. That's what it
Yeah,
was.
Night and Day. hmm And they had been hired to um, deliver something to the cult of
Saloon, I believe.
Saloon for destruction. They were ambushed along the way by members of the cult of Shah,
hmm
during which Ellie got taken hostage, and in a quick panic, Kita made things worse, resulting in Ellie being minorly stabbed and knocked out.
It was an unfortunate series of events.
Yes. Things eventually ended up okay, but Kita feels a little bad about that.
As you
So,
do.
you know, they seem like nice kids. You don't want to get a kid stabbed.
Yeah. Even though Kita's just a kid herself. Still don't
A
want to see
teenager.
other kids. All teenagers. All of them teenagers. But, teens don't want to see other teens stabbed. Usually.
hmm
Not if they're your friends.
Yep. So, yeah. It's back at the treehouse. I assume, it's starting to warm up. It's getting, cause I assume, yeah, it's starting to get warm. It's sunny. It's a nice day, and Kita has decided what a bet that there's not going to be a better day to apologize to the twins. And so that's Kita's point of view of it. What do the twins think? Like, of that scenario. What's their opinion on what happened?
Well, Ellie is mostly annoyed about the situation. She has her own gripes with it, but Keita is not on that list in the slightest. Like, look, she didn't like getting stabbed. That was not fun. But like she can't blame Keita for her like attempt, like because to be honest, Ellie would have done something probably pretty similar to similar results. So, like, water under the bridge. She is not concerned about that in the slightest. Layla, on the other hand, is holding a bit of a grudge. She does not like Kita at the moment because Kita kind of got her sister stabbed, and Layla is less than happy about that.
Which is completely fair. Yeah. So
But
what?
yeah, she hasn't confronted Kate or anything like that about it. It's probably been more avoiding her.
Do you want to roll? Shall we roll a stealth check to see can has Ellie been able, or has Layla been able to hide the pair of them from Kita?
Okay, alright. I'm gonna figure out, okay, because, Ellie is not stealthy, and Layla is kind of stealthy, so, how do I might roll. I might roll Ellie's stealth at advantage, basically running it as like Layla assisting Ellie to be stealthy, I guess.
Hmm.
Let's see
It's
how
like,
this goes.
like Ellie's not like she's not aware she needs to be stealthy. It's just
Yeah.
occasionally her sister pulls her into different rooms.
Oh well, we're starting off strong with a 3.
A free
Alright. That with advantage, that is a 16 in total, and I shall put that in the roll zone.
16. Alrighty.
Not too bad. She's been doing a pretty good job of keeping her away from Kita.
Now let's see. Out of a 17, as Keita with their +9 to perception, I imagine it's like it takes a little while. Like they're giving it a good shot, but Keita's just able to like when they're pulled out of the room, they're just seeing like a little bit of their outfit, a shoe, a hand.
Yeah, I'm thinking like it's sort of a funny like she sees them and then isn't able to catch up to them in time and then they're gone kind of thing. Or
Yeah.
on the flip side with that 3, which was a combined 4 with Mod, um on top of it is like there are also times when Ellie's just like, oh hey, look, there's Kita, and like starts waving, and then Layla immediately just shoves her into a room, and Kita looks up like, I thought I heard my name, and there's no one there.
Yeah, so after, like, I'd say this goes on for a few hours, but eventually Kita's able to corner the twins, and there's gonna, give a nervous wave, like a nervous smile on their face.
Yeah, Ellie will wave back, and I am actually gonna roll something for Layla, see how she's doing. Oh, alright. That was an intimidation. She is glaring at Kita right now.
I'm gonna make a. Would you say that's a wisdom or a charisma save?
Whichever one you would rather do. Wisdom if you think it's a how affected are you by it. Charisma if you want to say how much you're showing that you're affected by it.
Let's just do wisdom. That is a 20, as only a nat 20 could have succeeded.
To be fair, it's a 20 against a 24, so you are intimidated, but you're probably able to hold your ground.
I was like, it's less like, oh, they're face to face. It's more like other side of the room,
Yeah,
like probably like a table between the two of them.
yeah.
It's just like, hello.
Yeah, Ellie's just. Hi, Kita. It's good to see you.
I just wanted to apologize for what happened on the mission. Really sorry that happened. And they are looking everywhere but at their faces.
Oh no,
So
Ellie.
you know the thing that nearly everyone does when they're in trouble. Just look down, like look at everything but the person.
Yeah, oh no. I rolled an intelligence for Ellie to figure out what Kita was talking about. She doesn't have a clue what Kita is apologizing for.
Oh god, it's gonna...
Here, hold on, I'll put it in the. She got a 2. She is. Oh, she just. Oh. Ellie's just this moment of
smooth brain.
I'm just gonna figure out what she gonna say. Like, yeah, probably like, don't worry about it. It's not your fault things ended up the way they did.
Kita's just gonna give a small nod, still not looking at the twins.
After it was really Torch's fault that we had to give them the orb, so it just shrugs.
Now I'm just gonna make a... Who's gonna make another wisdom save? Can Kita bring themselves to actually look over, like look the twins in the face, even just briefly? That is a 7.
Oh, that's so. Oh,
No.
oh.
It's like at most they're looking at their feet. It's just like look at the feet, then looking everywhere but them.
Oh. Oh no. I love her. Baby. I'm sorry, this is really funny, but also. Oh, this is going really not well.
No, it's not.
Okay. Yeah, no, I think Ellie's just continuing to sort of not notice and ramble about, like, it's, like, I reckon we could have still taken them in the cave, but, yeah, like, Layla was injured and Torch didn't want to fight, and I don't know what other people thought, but and like like all of these things that went wrong in the mission, like after she was awake again.
Kita's just slowly just shrinking into their coat. So just by the end of it, it's just like where their head would be, they've just shrunken enough that's just their eyes and then their hat.
Oh.
Like they just give a like, well, I'll be seeing you, and it's gonna shuffle out of the room.
Yeah, that went well. I think the something that Kita doesn't see is that Ellie's just gonna like sort of like smack Layla at once when she's left, like you're being so rude, why were you glaring at them, like, kind of thing.
It's like, yeah, I saw what you were doing.
Yeah. She still hasn't put together what Kita was apologizing for, but it was like she thinks that Layla was the reason why Kita didn't stick around.
It's like Kita's just in the next room. It's like stupid, 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 stupid. just just doing the Toon thing, just hitting themselves in the forehead.
Aww.
It's like, okay, new plan, new plan. People like cakes. I have money. So they're just gonna rush off to the shops, and they're just gonna get like a There's gonna get like a fancy cake, chocolate, little flowers along the edge, and just an icing, just a message. Sorry, you got stabbed.
Oh, I love that so much.
I'm gonna say this takes a few hours. So what are the twins doing while Kita's off retrieving this?
So, uh, I think that after everything, they've been spending a fair amount of time in the library, mostly because Ellie has been a little bit down after the events of everything, and is not really been interested in doing as much um, other social activities around EGAD, and the library is Layla's favorite place, so she will take the opportunity to basically pull them in that direction. It also keeps them out of the way of prying eyes, which may or may not be part of her motivation at the moment, too.
Let's see. If you just want to go ahead and roll another stealth check, I'll say
Alright.
like Akita's trying to find Layla now.
Ooh, alright. In that case, I'll just roll the one for Layla then.
Mm.
14.
14. Okay. Just gonna roll another perception. That is a nat 20 for a total of 29.
Oh my god. I mean, where else would she hang out?
Mm. So Kita's just located them, but just kind of peeking around shelves. Like not like nervous to approach them. And I'm just
Hmm.
gonna. If you want to make a perception, see if the twins spot Kita, just kind of
Alright.
hanging about.
Yeah, I can do that. Oh, that's not too bad.
Mm.
Yeah, that's a 13 from Ellie and a 17 from Layla.
Okay, so I will say that yeah, I'd say 17 beats it. And like even if Layla doesn't see Kita directly, they do notice that they are just kind of circling the area. It's just like tail walked behind the shelf. A faint cat meow over there. It's just like he just trying to work up the courage. And
I. Yeah, I don't think Layla's going to say anything, is the thing. Like, she's worked it out, but also, like, she is not being helpful in the slightest. Um, so, unfortunately, Kita's a little bit on her own.
yep. And around, make another wisdom save. Can Kita work up the courage? That's the approach. 13. Like they sink closer a little bit,
Hmm.
and so
For-
they're gonna place down like the cake in the box and just start sliding it forward using Mage Hand.
I love that. Uh, um, yeah, Layla's sort of. She's kind of curled up on like one of the chairs with like a book. And she is not moving as she's kind of just like glaring at this like this package being pushed closer. It's just like I know this is from I know this who this is from. I don't know what it is, but like educated guess that it's not something harmful. So I think it's Ellie who's the one who's actually going to go over and like pick it up. Um, who she'd been building some sort of like fort out of books.
Yep.
So yeah, Ellie's gonna pick it up, and open it.
Like, and inside is just the cake, and just like a little note that's just basically like from K.
Yeah, yeah. All right, I'm gonna roll another intelligence for her to see if she can figure out who Kay is. Oh, thank God, that is much higher. Yeah, okay, she does. She does work out that it's Kita. Um, and with that, she also is figured out now, like, made the connection to what Kita was apologizing for. Um, so, um, there's just a. Oh, um, Kita, are you there?
And there's just a faint yeah, as they have currently climbed through a hole like in the bottom layer of one of the bookshelves,
Oh,
and
hi.
hello.
You you don't have to apologize. I I don't blame you for what happened. I mean, okay, yeah. Layla is kind of angry at you, but she is kind of angry at a lot of people right now, so you can just ignore her.
Kid just slowly nods. Like normally, when that plan happens, the person gets knocked back, and who they're holding is released, and like that's what I was kind of hoping. But I probably should have, listened to what they were gonna say before I shot them.
I mean, you were fast, and can't like usually that's a good thing, and it's kind of my fault too. I shouldn't have run in there. Um, you know. So I mean, Layla is right about that. So it's it's okay. I mean, I didn't like getting stabbed, but I don't think it's your fault.
He just makes a weird shrug. They are still laying on the floor, half through a bookcase.
Okay. I think Ellie's just gonna like flop down next to them, so that her head's up against Kita's, like like lay on the floor looking at the ceiling, kind of thing.
Yep. The Kita will also somehow twist their torso so that they are now laying on their back.
I mean,
Just doing the cat thing of torso, is facing up, legs are facing down. It's like, how are you doing that?
Yeah. 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 Uh. I think like yeah, Ellie's gonna look over at like where Layla is, and just like pat the ground next to her, and Layla's just like continuing to glare, and it's just like so Ellie's gonna roll her eyes and just be like, "Fine, be that way," and it's just like roll back over and
So, this has been bothering you, hasn't it?
Mm, yeah. Not really sure how to. And also the fact that things could, there was the whole weird ritual that they were planning, and it's like, and if that had actually gone through, I would have felt even worse because it's like, mm, but
Yeah, I get that.
Kita doesn't really know how to explain. It's like, I just feel bad.
Yeah. It's. It's like. Should have been able to do better. Should have been able to protect it, but also, like. I don't know who was telling the truth and who wasn't, and did we do the right thing? And it just feels ick.
Mm, yeah. Uh, in my personal experience, getting involved in groups like that, they're always confusing, as well, a lot of what they're saying is the truth. There's also lies and personal and um bias. Yeah, personal bias that's getting involved. So like both groups were telling some truths, but they're also lying. It's just it's just confusing.
Yeah.
she's just like crossing her arms and like sort of like huffing like this is the worst. Um can Layla actually roll insight on Kita?
Sure.
Cool.
No, you're still too angry, are you? What's your insight? Yeah, no, still kind of a bit angry. That's an 8.
Yeah. Yeah, Layla's not getting much.
Yeah. There's actually, how is her intimidation going at the moment? Is she doing any good at the moment of that? God, why? That was a 26 on intimidation.
That's a net. Kita's just gonna start slowly slinking back.
Yeah, like, Kita, you don't know what it is, but, like, the shadows around Layla just feel wrong. And, like, like, there's just something off that's making your fur stand on end.
Yep. So they're just gonna slink back. And they appear to be trying to climb under a couch.
Uh, Yeah, okay, at least Ellie notices what's going on, and just, I'm gonna make an attack roll. She's just gonna throw a book at her sister. Well, no, okay. That's a 3. I rolled a 3. Which even, well, unarmed would be, okay, so that would be like a 4 total, so it just kind of like, she's sort of like picked it up while still laying on her back, and then just chucked it over her head at where she thinks her sister is.
Mhm.
And it like sort of hits the wall like a couple of meters away from where she's actually sitting. Just the Layla, leave her alone. She got you stabbed.
No, she didn't. Look, you can be angry at me as much as you want, but leave her out of it.
And just like this, like, from Layla, and she's just gonna turn away. Kind of like a, yeah, there was a stare off, and then, yeah. It's not been resolved. It's at least a little bit better.
Yeah, I assume back to time Ellie turned back to Kita. They have managed to get. They've managed to get half under a couch.
It's just a. What you doing under there?
Um, hiding.
Are we playing hide and seek?
Not really. I'm hiding from your sister.
Oh. Hold on.
She's gonna get up this time and yeah, alright, how are you going about this? Alright. Cool. There's a bit of a scuffle over by the couches, and then Ellie is picking Layla up. Um like there's this sort of like back and forth a little bit where Ellie is like trying to pull Layla off of the couch, and Layla is like clinging to the side of it, and actually doing a fairly good impression of a cat, despite being completely human, and just the
No, Ellie, get off! And it's like, no, you need to apologize.
and it's just then they just both fall onto the floor. Before Ellie stands back up and just like drags her sister over to where Kita is, and just like, so, and just Layla's just like, the nudge with a foot, and
I didn't mean to make you scared.
Just gonna roll a dex save. Can Keith actually get out from under the couch? I really hope they fail this because it's gonna be funny. At 23. They kind of just like liquid. They just managed to drag themselves out. Like, your body is much wider than the gap between the floor and the couch. How did you fit in there?
cats are liquid.
Yep.
Ellie looks impressed, like the
Can you teach me how to do that?
I don't know. It's kind of something that always always been able to do.
Hmm. Toon logic then, huh?
I think so.
Yeah. Ellie's just gonna stick her tongue out and like,
Wish I could do that. But not that sort of toon.
Mm-hmm.
I can do this though.
she's gonna do like the anime sparkles, like with the flowers in the background before they disappear.
Another wisdom. What do you say? Roll with advantage.
Yeah. She's not trying to do anything with it, just sort of show it off.
Okay, that's a 17. So like, they managed to, look at Layla in the face as she apologizes. It's like, give us some more nods, and I'm sorry for how the mission went.
Ellie nudges Layla, and then Layla's just
Fine. Just be more careful next time. Both of you.
Kita's going to nod. So, I hope you like the cake.
Cake! I forgot! Cake!
she just like drops her sister to go pick up the cake. Layla's just gonna like just lay there and just then pull herself up as Ellie comes back with the cake. How actually, I'm gonna roll a dex for Ellie. How dexterous is she to get this cake and back?
Oh no.
Oh, that's a 17. So that's an 18 total. Pretty good actually. She manages to leap both probably her book fort and the table and grab the cake and bring it back without knocking anything over.
Like as Ellie jumps over everything, Kita briefly just eyes wide, getting ready to jump. It's like, oh no, it's this gonna go horribly, but like relaxes. Like, okay, not gonna trip and throw the cake everywhere.
Yeah, thankfully. No, that wouldn't be fun. Yeah, she comes back with the cake and then just like sets it down between the three of them before just and then yeah, she's gonna dig into her hammer space and I'm gonna roll.
Where is my D10?
Okay. It does take her a little bit. But eventually she does pull out a knife. It's actually a dagger. And there is a hey from Layla because that's her dagger actually, not Ellie's. Um, but Ellie is ignoring her at the moment and is just going to use the dagger to cut the cake into slices.
Mm-hmm.
And then is going to hand it back to Layla, still covered in cake.
Yeah.
What one?
Yes, please.
Kita, you're getting served a piece of cake too.
Yes. Like, there's going to take in one hand, and there's going to just pop, just open up the other hand. Just claws pop up, and it's going to just basically just start cutting small chunks of the cake out and eating like that.
Yeah, you're getting like a oh, that's cool from Ellie. She's just sort of like watching, and then yeah, she's just gonna eat hers with her hands. Like, probably try and take a big bite out of it.
So,
Yeah.
like, as Kita gets a little bit distracted, like one or two of the cats just like try and sneak some of the cake.
Yeah, that might actually get. Are you rolling a stealth for that, or are you just saying that's what they're doing?
Yeah, I want to say that's just what they're doing.
Hmm. I think that will get Layla to speak up. Are they allowed cake?
I think so. As Keith's just going to like put the cake down and then pick up one of the cats who just has like a blob of like fondant like just on their nose, like um maybe they're not really normal cats.
So they're toon cats?
It's more their toon nature spirits. And she just holds one up like at least that's what I think. They're definitely magical in nature.
So, like, they're magic cats then?
I think so.
Can they do magic?
They help with some of my spells.
Huh,
It's
that's
mostly
cool.
just it's like in combat they let me do things like move around. Sometimes they'll bite. Um, Sometimes they'll knock foes back. Just small stuff like that.
Yeah, Layla's eyes narrow a little bit at the knock foes back, but she's not saying anything, and Ellie is immediately sort of jumping in with
Ah, that's really cool. Ah, I want fighting cats now.
it's just, and Layla's just like, no, no, you don't.
Yeah, they still act like normal cats now.
Mm. But they're still cool and really cute.
And she's just like holding out a piece of cake for the kid, for the cats.
They'll happily take it.
Imagine she's getting like the tongue,
Yeah.
the tongues on her like hand kind of thing, like the scratchy tongue is just like like tickles. But yeah,
Yep.
she looks delighted.
How did you get them?
Um, they kind of just appeared like one day.
Hmm. And you
Like
didn't do anything?
they're just gonna hold up the bulb hanging from their belts. Like they like to be around this. They seem to be attracted to it.
Ooh, that's cool.
She has no idea what that is.
It's kind of it's like a trying to. They're thinking the best way to describe it is like what helped me cast my magic also seems to be very star infused. As they just hold it up for the twins to see, and it's just basically like a ball of like stars and cosmos.
Yeah, like Ellie's just like, oh, that's really cool. Like she's got stars. She's got literal stars in her eyes right now. Because that's something her toon design can do. Layla just looks more contemplative than anything. Like, this is the first time that she's actually looks interested in the conversation rather than just like angry. Well, her expressions don't change a huge amount, but that's the vibe you're getting. Like she's not giving off that intimidating aura anymore. She actually seems interested. Mm. And she might say like, so it's a talisman or something like that.
It's sort of like it's a kind of like a nature version because that's where most of my powers comes from. It's they used to come from the divine, but that I haven't really been in contact with my god for since I was 8. So about 7, 8 years now.
Oh, that's. Did something happen?
Um, they completed their mission, I guess. Because at the start they told me that their goal was to help me get home. And my mission was something else. So I eventually got home, but ended up failing what I had been sent to do.
Huh. That's. I. And. Are you alright with that?
Now I am. I've had quite a while to. I've had quite a few years of been able to come to terms with it.
That's. Kind of sorry that happened. That kind of sounds like it would suck. And, I don't know how I would feel in that case. You know, with if our duty didn't. Well, it's not like they can, but Yeah, it would suck.
Yeah, it's definitely um it definitely wasn't a pleasant experience, especially the day after. I know people weren't particularly happy. Um, well, cause a few people from the church had come to, you know, seek blessings from me. But obviously at that point, I didn't have any blessings to give.
Yeah, Ellie just sticks out her tongue like the
Well, they sound like horrible people.
um whereas Layla's just sort of like tilting her head and is that why you don't like cults?
Yeah.
Wait, that was a cult?
Ellie is only just putting things together.
It's um technically the ones that were hounding me weren't part of a cult, but they definitely were a religion.
Hmm.
There's a lot of groups like that, isn't there?
Yeah.
Makes you wonder how the gods feel about it. Do they think it's cool? Do they not like them? I'm not sure what the case is with yours, but I know ours doesn't like it.
Yeah, it's very weird. Because it's like I think it just comes down to they can't get involved too much, otherwise people will come to rely on them. But because of that, um, they can't step in when they need to step in.
Yeah, know that one. That's kind of similar to ours. Um, before, which is kind of why um Layla and I do what we do, cause that way we can do things for them.
Mm. One of the reasons why I joined EGAD is just to, do my best to help people.
I Yeah, I mean, it's really cool. And EGAD just help people and do things, even if we don't always do a great job of it and fail sometimes, but I mean, at least we're trying.
Hmm. I think that's the most. Like, that's what's important.
Layla is, like, she's not saying anything, but the noise she made sort of suggests that she disagrees, and Ellie is just ignoring her right now. Like, Ellie seems fully on board with what Kita's saying, but Layla looks like she's wants to disagree, but she's sort of just kind of observing right now. But yeah, if the silence drags out too long after that, Ellie will go back to building her book fort and like offer to Kita to let her help if she wants. Oh, you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Did you cut out or something?
I think so. Yeah. Last. I didn't hear the last thing you said.
Okay. What did you last hear?
Last thing I mentioned was Kita laying down.
Okay, I didn't hear that. Okay, so um, what did you hear from my end? Did you hear that Layla was disagreeing with them, or?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I didn't hear anything from you after that point.
Okay. They basically just. I said Kita. Just laid down.
In that case, I think Ellie's just gonna lean over them and.
Want to help me with my book fort?
Kita's gonna nod.
Yeah. Just grab Kita's hand and sort of pull them over to the book fort that they've been creating. It's probably one of those ones where it's like you can sort of sit in the middle of it, and then she's just building it up around them.
Mm-hmm. I will say that just. Despite being, I'd imagine, at least a foot or two taller than Ellie, Kita's much lighter.
Yeah, Ellie's particularly strong too. I can imagine she sort of picks Kita up like the long cat kind of thing and just.
just dragging their feet.
Yeah. Yeah, just an explanation of. So I've done this side, and it just shows off like the wall there is a.
And now working on this side, and then I can get to the towers.
Yeah, and then Kita's just gonna start helping out, and I think that looks like a good place to stop it. If you
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah, I think Layla just goes back to her book. Is like I think at some point her and Kita need to have like a proper talk, but for now, like She's not going to be glaring at Kita anymore, so that's progress.
Yeah. Yeah. This was fun.
Yeah, it was cute.
Okay. Well, thank you everyone for listening in.
Hope you had fun.
Yeah.
And thank
And
you,
we'll-
Nico, for playing. This was really adorable.
Yeah. Thank you, Candle. And we'll see you all next time. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.